Well, I'm David Ainley, and I'm a marine researcher. For the past 10 or 15 years, we've had funding from the National Science Foundation, and the U.S. Antarctic program has allowed us to investigate critical factors involved in changing populations of penguins in the Antarctic. With instruments that are no bigger than the size of your thumb, we can attach these to penguins, and we can find out where they go at sea, how long they spend at sea,
Don't get your fingers.
how long it stayed at a certain depth, and how long the dive was and how long the recovery period was at the surface, and that sort of thing. This graphic represents the data we get. Each line is a dive. The vertical axis of the graph is depth, and the horizontal axis is time. The short vertical lines represent traveling dives, and the long vertical lines represent searching or foraging dives. In a searching dive, the penguin merely dives straight down, spots the prey, and returns to the surface to fill its lungs with air. When foraging, the penguin dives to just beneath the prey school and then zigzags up and down, catching each fish from below. Here we have an actual video slowed down. You can see that the penguin captures each silverfish one after another. This has allowed us to investigate why penguin populations are changing. We have learned some of the factors in the ocean that affect their longevity and their survival, and how many chicks they can raise successfully and that sort of thing. So without this technology, we would know that maybe penguins are increasing or decreasing, but we wouldn't really know why. By filling in the secrets of penguin life at sea, we can learn what ocean factors have become important or are important to penguins. Adelie penguins can hold their breath for up to 6 minutes. And we found that they can dive as deep as 150 meters, which is about the same as 1.5 football fields. They can string together hundreds of dives with only resting for a few seconds between to catch their breath. Just dive after dive after dive after dive. Well, most people, when they think of a penguin, they think of penguin on land, which is, of course, where humans spend all their time. And for instance, in films that are famous, like March of the Penguins, it's all about the home life of a penguin. But they are marine creatures, and they are more comfortable, really, when they're on the ocean. The research we've been conducting has really opened up the breadth of our understanding of penguins. Another thing we found is that when whales are present, and whales eat the same prey as penguins, that the penguins have to change their foraging behavior because the whales are really big and they eat a lot. The practical application of this sort of data that we're collecting has to do with fisheries management, as well as the designation of marine protected areas. In the case of fisheries management, we want to know what areas are important for creatures like penguins or seals. The distance that a penguin goes for food is a function of how many other penguins are also foraging. So the more penguins foraging, the less prey there is. And so the farther away the penguins have to go. So as a colony gets bigger and bigger and bigger, penguins have to be foraging farther and farther away from their colony. We have learned things about penguins we had no idea we would ever be able to learn. Penguins are marine creatures foremost, but they do have to go to land to raise their young. But I think they do so sort of grudgingly. I think penguins are happiest when they're at sea.